start off the interview. Take your time with this one to think out really well before you respond. The first question is summing up these 2 weeks in just one word. What word would it be?
Big one.
One word.
Can I have 2 words?
That's a hard one. One word.
Can I say 4 words?
Groundbreaking.
Breathtaking. It's breathtaking. Unforgettable.
Amazing.
Both metaphorically and actually groundbreaking. So the garden in itself, the service, we've broken lots of ground. We've made a beautiful place for the community to share here, and also in a metaphorical sense, we have. It's been a real experience for everyone who's come. Both those, I'm sure, from the community here in Brazil. It's something very different. It's also a massive first for lots of the people that have come from Birmingham to share in the experience, a time where they've been called to serve in a very different way from what we might do back at home.
I think that it's really hard to sum such an experience up in one word, that it's just breathtaking or awe-inspiring. It's absolutely fantastic experience to see the growth of the link between the Mission Brazil team from Birmingham and the CLM team here, and how much good we've managed to do in such a short amount of time. It's unbelievable.
I've never done anything like this before, so it's a brand new experience, and I think, without kind of sounding too daft, I feel that it's kind of it's affected me in quite a big way, I think. So I kind of almost feel like I came out here at the beginning of the 2 weeks, came out here as like a boy, but I'm going to leave as a man. So
Yeah.
that's kind of, it's had a massive impact really this whole 2 weeks. So
Just the whole experience and the people you meet, just everything's amazing.
I know it sounds really cliche, but the word incredible. We've been here for 2 weeks and we've achieved so much. Well, I like to think we have. Like just look at the garden, for example, and even though maybe we haven't done as much teaching as we expected or hoped, you know, we've still managed to reach out to quite a few kids, and just to see like them kind of change, like the kids down in Mid, Sarah, it's just incredible.
For me, rewarding.
Building relationships.
Brilliant in unexpected ways.
I think transforming.
I think the word would be inspirational.
It sounds silly, but I would say mission. I think mission is an appropriate word. It's felt like a mission in all kinds of ways.
Because this is my first mission experience.
Yeah.
In the past it's been mentioned to me, but I've always kind of like pushed it to one side, thinking it's not for me. But over the last 2 weeks, it's opened my eyes up to just see what it is we can give to people around the world, here in Brazil and in other parts of the world as well. It's just such a rewarding experience and just fulfilling to know that your faith is being put into action along with everyone else that you meet.
Because we have built relationships with each other from Birmingham, with the CLM, with the families in Maio de Serra, and together we, at the blessing and dedication of the garden, we saw that there were no separate groups, it was everybody together.
Because it wasn't what I expected at all. The challenges I thought I would have, I didn't have. I had different challenges instead, but I've learned a lot about other people, in a different culture and people from my own culture, because we're here with 20 of us, and I've learnt that I've learned so much from other people that I didn't expect to learn, because I'm 27, I'm a bit older than everyone else, and I think it's been brilliant, but for ways that I didn't ever expect. Like, I didn't expect the Brazilian people to be so welcoming, to be so nice to us. They've just made me feel like I've lived here for ages, and it's been really unexpectedly brilliant, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I think for me personally, it's been visiting the families. Now, I only spent one day visiting families in the 2 weeks I've been here, but just seeing what they have, how little it may seem to me, and the fact that they just get on with life, don't moan, don't complain. It really sets into context that we're quite privileged with the way of life that we have back in Britain, and that really, again, it's not the things that we possess that matter, it's who we are and who we have around us as well, that really truly matters as well. So
I think the people that we've had the privilege of meeting, and also the times that have really challenged us, have helped us to, I suppose, have to dig deep within ourselves and realise what's important to us. Through the work in the garden and the schools, and even just the community times we've had together, I think there's been amazing relationships built between each and every person here. But we've also had the courage to be able to help each other grow in our journeys and challenge each other to take that next step.
I think seeing how the young people have come from England and seeing the compassion and the love that CLM members have shown to us has encouraged them to put 110% effort in to the mission. And some young people have been put out of their comfort zone, and that's been really inspirational for the other young people that are here, for some of the CLM members, and for all the members of our group, really, when they've seen other people really flourish, and you know, really do things that they wouldn't normally be comfortable with, you know, and working as a group with people you don't really know, and everybody's working together as a team, really. We are in awe of CLM, but they seem to be in awe of us, so it's like a mutual inspiration, I think.
Obviously we were coming on a mission, so I knew it was going to be a mission, but I didn't think I was aware of how much of a mission it was, and all of the different kind of pockets of mission, the garden, the visiting families, the teaching in schools, the even kind of the living and working together has all been a mission.
Love. Family. Tiredness. Fun. But love. Definitely love.
I think I would choose love, because from my experience of Brazil and meeting families and the children, they just show you real love, and the love of Christ in a new way that is different to what you experience at home.
The fact that we have all found God's love, and the fact that we've all tried so hard with all the work that we've done, and you can't do that without love. You can't be a team without love. You can't be together and work for God's love and for the people of Meia de Serra and for the people of Petrópolis and Brazil without the love that we're shown from the people here and the love that we give or hope to give to everybody else.
I'd encourage anyone to partake on a mission similar to this, because it's an experience that, like I've already said, is very different from one that we can achieve back at home. It's a real experience to give something of yourself that is in a very different place from what we might be used to, where different sort of things prevent us from giving ourselves to other people, where we're too tied down with work and school and study, to come away and to fully focus ourselves on the service.
It's definitely an opportunity that everyone should be involved with, and it could be scary or frightening to start with, but once you get going, you can't stop, and it's an incredible experience. I definitely would go on mission again and would suggest it to everyone, that it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Don't let time pass you by. Just it's so fulfilling. You get to meet some lovely people, people that give you a new kind of like perspective on life as well. So don't hold back if you want to put your faith into action. Go on a mission, and it will be definitely a rewarding experience for you.
I would just say do it. Don't think about it, just do it. The more you think about it, the more you'll convince yourself to not do it. Maybe play some Eye of the Tiger while you're thinking about it. That's a song. I think do it. I wouldn't recommend everyone to do it because you'd learn a lot from it.
Definitely do it.
Just go for it.
Go for it. You've got to do it.
One word, go. Because you can't, I don't think it's possible to, or at least it's difficult to sum up a mission trip for people. But if you see other pictures and other videos of the work that we've done, you will see how unique an experience it is. There's times when it's tough. There's times when you're having the best time of your entire life. But all in all, just go, because you can't imagine the true depth of emotion that you will feel unless you feel open and willing to go on the mission trip.
And nothing worth having ever comes easy, and this 2 weeks hasn't been easy, but it's certainly been really worth it.
You'll learn more about yourself in 2 weeks than you could in 2 years at home. You've got to really put yourself in that position of trust in God and trust in your friends around you and trust in your new people you're going to meet, to grow as a Catholic, to grow as a human.
I think it's not an easy step to take, and it is something that is always going to challenge you. But in order to grow in our faith journeys in our own lives, it's something that I would encourage anyone to do. And I think ultimately it helps you to discover who you are and discover who God is.
You know, if you're young and you've got no commitments, then it's one of the best experiences you could ever do, not only for yourself, but for other people. And the blessings that you get out of it, you know, are just hundreds and thousands, and that would help you to mature as a person, would help you to mature in your faith, and to see that, you know, even small things can have a big impact, and that to just go for it and just give it a try.
I would say that you have to be prepared and ready to step outside your normal experience. So many times this week I have said, this is nothing like my normal life. And I think we understand that for most of us, it can't be an experience that we do over and over. We have to return to the normal life. But the mission experience enhances the normal life, and to everybody we speak about, this mission will have an impact.